What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So we are back in the wilderness summon today with all our fresh, furry kitty cats and fawns and weirdos. This is the portal of weirdos. And we've got a brand new weirdo, a brand new 3-star weirdo as well to have a look at today. And of course, because it was Sunday yesterday, my boy RAGRIM and Camilla were released yesterday. So of course we are going to show them some love, especially this dude in just a moment. That's kind of weird coming out of my mouth, but you know what I mean. Any rate, let's get into it with this sparkly, shiny new kitty called VERNIX. She is looking incredible, firing some ice crystals out of her claw. I'm digging it. Yeah, she looks brutal. She kind of reminds me of where is that other kitty? They never feature all of the ones in this portal. That really bugs me. But the blue kitty cat that came out. So this guy's been absolutely awesome. He's been making the rounds. She's been incredible as well. Really good, very fast hit all. And so VERNIX has a lot to live up to. Anyways, let's jump right into it, shall we? I do dig the art, like a snow leopard. Absolutely awesome. And then of course she is a ice hero, and which is fitting of the art, and she is of the wildcat family, so they get a bonus from a single hero upwards, which is anywhere from 5 to 15% chance to dodge special skills, and then each dodge they do damages the attacker for either 100, 200 or 300 damage depending on how many of them you have on their team. Now they also get the 9 lives passive, and I think this is the stage, mark these words, this is the stage where we're going to start seeing these kitties becoming all the more relevant, because this wildcat family, now that folks are starting to collect a few and they have more of them on their teams, you're going to start seeing this become more prevalent. So when defeated, the character has an 80% chance to revive at the beginning of the next turn with 50% health and 80% mana. Now, I don't know, does that other guy... So the goblin that's featured in the goblin portal at the moment, this dude, his special skill says, you know, when he hits, the target nearby can't revive their allies or themselves for 5 turns. And the target nearby can't receive new status effects that would resurrect them for 5 turns. So because it's a passive, I don't know if that works, but it'd be cool because I think it should. And then he could be an incredible counter for these heroes as well. But like that was just going off on a tangent. But my point is these heroes can come back up to 9 times and the chance to revive is reduced on each activation. It's crazy. It's very frustrating. And yeah, it says it can't be prevented with status elements or passive skills. So I don't know if that's a status element that he casts where they can't revive. If that's the case, then it won't be affected by that. But you know, as we see these guys filter into the game, it's going to be incredible to have multiples of these guys on your defensive team because they're just going to be coming back. I mean, I say it's going to be incredible for you maybe, but really frustrating for those of us that have to go up against you. So yeah, awesome passive. The trait, so the character is not affected by any effects that increase or reduce their defense. That is just something that you cannot do. It also, it prevents... Sorry, it includes status effects, buffs, and ailments, any positive or negative defense stacks, and any growth effects or wither effects on the defense. So yeah, they can't get it. It's a waste of time trying to reduce their defense or increase their defense if you're on a defensive team. Right, stats-wise, 1634, it's crazy high. We switch it off 1247. So yeah, we're going up in terms of power creep by 1 every time at the moment. Attack is really high, 1359, defense 1207, and health 2206, makes for a very survivable character. Nothing really standing out as far as the ether talent. So heal increase at the start of the battle, the hero gets an extra 50% for any healing received for 6 turns. I mean, it's kind of cool if you got a fast speed healer or you're worried about dying at the beginning of the battle. But with this hero, with those stats, yeah, I don't think you're going to have to worry. Plus the family bonus with the chance to dodge, I think you'll be fine, you know, for the first 6 turns without a healer. But anyway, she's got it. Now let's move on. Special skill, Ice Shatter is running at fast speed. And if any enemy has the frost status ailment, She's then going to deal 310% damage to all enemies and reduce the mana of all enemies by 5%. And then she's going to give all enemies 2,360. Are you kidding me? Frost damage over 5 turns. How much is that per turn? That's like 500 per turn. Something like that. It's crazy high. My goodness. That is with second limit breaks and emblems, but still. 360 frost damage over 5 turns is like, that's at least 450 a turn, and she's hitting everyone for 310% damage at fast speed and reducing all of their mana by 5%. That's ridiculous. It does apply if they have the frost status element, so if they don't, she's still going to deal 260% damage to all enemies, and all enemies are going to receive 1,845 frost damage over 5 turns, which is a bit more manageable, but still, this kitty is bonkers good. Damn. She's definitely eyeing me in a different way now. Like, you know the kitty's purring. She definitely wants to be got from this portal. Honestly, what a crazy hero. I think that's too much power for fast speed, though. That 310% damage. I know they said they were going to limit it quite a while ago now, but they were going to permanently limit the percentage of damage that they could do. I think with that kind of attack stat, 310 is probably pushing the envelope a bit too much. And the reason I say that as well is because she doesn't need to do the frost damage. Anyone can do the frost damage. You have somebody else in front of her put that frost damage out, you know you're getting that massive hit. I mean, if it's her, guaranteed you're not going to hit quite as hard. She's still going to be insane. A hit all at fast speed for a huge amount for fast speed on both charges, and a ridiculous amount of frost damage every single turn for 5 turns. Plus, you've got the revive chance and everything else going on as well. Just a crazy, crazy good damage dealer. Yeah, she's good. She's great. I don't know what much more to say about her. But humongous congrats to any of you who do get your grubby paws on this Snow Kitty. Right, let's move on. Let's move on to the 3 stars. So yeah, pleasantly surprised by Vernix. The 3-star that we have in the portal is called Fernie. Cute. The look does look more like a house cat than perhaps a lot of the other ones. So Fernie is a nature rogue. She is going to get the family bonus for the wildcat, so again, a chance to dodge. It says here each special skill dodge deals 100, 200, and 300 damage, which is exactly the same. So they get the, nothing held back or watered down in terms of the family bonus. Let's see this then. So when defeated, she's got an 80% chance to revive, which is the same, with 50% health and 80% mana, and it can activate up to 9 times chance to revive. It's exactly the same. So a 3-star with this crazy passive of the 9 lives. Yeah. I mean, if she's anywhere near like even half decent, you have to max her just for that. She's going to be so frustrating in 3-star tournaments. Tournaments. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And then again, she gets the lithe frame, so she's not affected by any effects that increase or reduce defense. And the special skill boost on the Ether talent. So at the start of the battle, she gets an extra 30% damage on her special skill for the first 6 turns. Right. So what is her special skill? It's called Lacerating Whip. So I'm assuming she has, yep, there it is. The Lacerating Whip. Okay, so Lacerating Whip deals 300% clawing damage to the target. Okay, so it's only a single target. And the target receives 600 surge bleed damage over 6 turns. Okay, so the way the surge bleed damage works is if a target already had the effect, then the duration will be refreshed and the damage gets increased by 300 up to a total, pardon me, of 1,200 maximum total damage. So it can add to itself, but she's not running at fast speed. She is going to need to stick around quite a long time for her to be able to do that. So in essence, she is just an average speed sniper, but I feel like she's quite a bit more than that, because I think defensively at the 3-star level, she could be really frustrating. And there's every chance that she's going to be able to stack that surge bleed damage up and up and up. It's a pity it doesn't spread to the nearby enemies. Again, but like I think that, that will pretty much handle a target within a couple of fires at the 3-star level, and then you just move on to the next one and keep going. So not the worst 3-star in the world, but not the greatest. I don't know, I'm not completely sold on her. Nowhere near like I am on Vernix. But yeah, congrats if you do pull a little Fernie from this portal. And obviously huge congrats if you get Vernix. And now we have our Magic Carpet heroes, right? So Camilla, I'll start with Camilla because I'm not super sold on her. I have had a look at this costume already. So the base version, we'll just go over the base version special. Base version was a boost of health of all allies by 400, and then extra 40% defense against special skills for 3 turns. The costume version, apart from the fact I actually do like the art on the costume version, it's kind of quirky and kooky, and she's all about that. Like, she's gone from being a mechanic to being like a flower girl. But yeah, I kind of like it. Anyways, she now boosts the health of all allies by 450, so an extra 50 points of boosted health, and all allies get 45% defense against special skills. So again, 5% increase in the defense against special skills for 3 turns. It's like negligible and unimaginative and boring as hell, which is why we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. Second charge, she reduces the health of max health of all enemies by 900. The effect is stronger against boosted health, and then all enemies get negative 58% defense against special skills, and that was 800 and negative 54% defense against special skills. You see what I mean? It's boring as heck. I do not want to waste time on this hero. She does get the weaker Mega Minions passive. She does get the stack of the negative mana generation on special. She does deal a bit of damage on her special. And she does get a costume bonus. But honestly, that's just all about stats. The mana bonus is negligible. Again, Camilla, sorry if you guys did pull her. But honestly, I really don't think that she's impactful at all in the meta where we are today, except for potentially that minion passive. And let's move over to a hero that is. So this is our other hero that's featured in here. And this guy's good. I've had a chance to have a good look at him. It was Sunday, so I didn't get to do a review of him yesterday. But he is a perfect hero for this meta. Not just because he's obviously loves his magic mushrooms, which, who doesn't? But not just because of that, but he's actually a really, really good hero. So he gets the flight momentum, so obviously it speeds him up. So they receive up to 35% mana generation and 25% extra chance to dodge, and those effects diminish over time. But he also gets the weaker Mega Minion passive, and obviously that Magic Carpet family is just explaining the flight momentum, which by now we probably all know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we all know. He gets the defense up on the Ether talent, so extra defense at the beginning of the battle, which is cool. For him specifically because he's a healer, so it gives him more survivability and helps him stick around that much longer. Power-wise, he's absolutely where he needs to be. And here's the crux of it. So his special is simple, beautiful, brilliant, and an excellent counter for those nasty, nasty, valiant vegetables that are going to come in force very bloody soon. So first of all, he destroys all fiends from all allies. The effect damages mega fiends. He then recovers 65% health for the ally with the lowest remaining HP, and all of the other allies recover 45% health. Now, I just want to take a beat here to explain why this is such a good ordering of his special skill. So he will destroy fiends first, and he will damage the mega fiends. So he's going to take away about half of the mega fiends' health, and then the heal is going to come. So as we know, healing destroys the fiends in and of itself. He destroys the fiends first, and then he heals. So you don't need to waste any of that meaty heal on the smaller fiends that are on you. And if you do happen to have a mega fiend on you, then it gets the full benefit of that meaty 60, potentially 65% heal, if not a 45% health. So yeah, that is so freaking good. Just very simple, very understated, but extremely good in terms of the way that he heals. And then he gives growth. So all allies get 250 attack and 250 defense, which means that not only is he going to be an awesome healer, he's going to be increasing the power of your team. He's going to be increasing the survivability of your team because their defense is going up. And he's going to be awesome against Titans as well because you boost the attack every time he fires and it sticks forever. And then all elements affecting attack, defense, and mana generation, on all allies are transformed into matching undispellable buffs. So it's good news all round with this guy. He's flipping the negative attack and negative defense, reducing of your mana generation all on its head, and speeding your team up and buffing your team and giving them growth and destroying fiends and healing. And he doesn't do any damage or anything like that, but he doesn't need to. He's honestly probably right up there with, I think he's going to be one of the best healers in this game, especially as the Valiant Vegetables do start, when we see them released properly into the game. I think that this guy's going to be definitely very sought after, not just for attack, but defensive teams as well. So yeah, really great hero, and humongous congrats if any of you did manage to pull this guy. Wow. So I think that's pretty much all I've got to say on every single one of the heroes. I don't think that there's any that I've missed out. So yeah, I mean, she's right up there with the best of them. She can just absolutely hang, and she just looks so freaking cool. I mean, my picks of the bunch are definitely going to be her and this dude. They are great new heroes. That said, I mean, this portal, let's check the odds. So it's a 1% for a legendary featured, 1.5 for a legendary that's not featured. Magic portal, I think it may be a bit higher. So it says 1.5. No, it's 1% for legendary featured. So both 1% odds. Just in this one, you get a 20% chance to summon another legendary hero. There it is, the bonus chance. Yeah, I wouldn't weigh it up on that. I mean, on law of averages between the featured heroes, this is probably, for me, it would be a 1 out of 3 that I would want. This one, it would be honestly 4 out of 4. Any single one of these heroes, Wusong's a beast, absolute, also a fast hit all. Sorry, no, he's not. 600% damage to the target, and if it's fire, deals 500% to the nearby. Yeah, he's so good. You've got a very fast speed hit all with Stravia, and then the surge bleed damage is brutal. I've seen her tanked a lot. And then Thaffa, let me just remind myself, steals mana from the target, 375 to the target, and 4. Yes, so again, at average speed, he's dealing a huge amount of damage to up to 4 enemies, or it's going to be hitting 4 times guaranteed, and then he's stealing healing that's applied to the target. He's just a brute as well, honestly. Any one of these heroes, except maybe her, but any one of these featured heroes, you'd be doing well. So I think out of the two, the Wilderness Summon's my pick. So please do let me know what you think of our brand new heroes. Do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.